From the top of Mississippi, the award-winning Charger Nation News brings you up to date on the latest events of the week. Today on CNTV, December gives insight on the Joule Epidemic, and Asia highlights Mr. Wilkie as this week's teacher feature. Today is Friday, November 8th, 2019, and it's time for your Charger Nation News.
Hey Chargers, I'm Josh Britt here with your Charger Nation News. Maybe you've noticed the increase in Joule usage and perhaps heard the word Joule being thrown around everywhere. Here's December McCraw with more on the Joule epidemic.
Vaping is using an electric cigarette or other vaping devices. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, and no amount of nicotine is safe. Nicotine is extremely addictive and can harm your brain.
Disturbing trend among young people. Joule, the most popular brand of e-cigarettes, sleek and loaded with nicotine.
It just became like more and more popular, and everyone would just like huddle around in the bathrooms. Just everyone had it all at once.
A lot of kids who are addicted to these new products, and we want to make sure that everyone understands what they are and how we can prevent kids who would never be smokers otherwise entering into nicotine addiction because of these products.
This is especially evident in teens because our brains are not completely developed. E-cigarettes contain high amounts of nicotine. For example, one pod is equal to a whole pack of cigarettes. Nicotine can change the way a teen thinks and make it more difficult to concentrate.
I thought I was in the Payson Hospital for one night, and I was actually there for 4 days.
From there, she says she ended up at Timpanogos Regional Hospital in the ICU for 3 days.
Thought that I had passed away, and when I found that out, it just made me so sad.
A few weeks later, you can see Maddie is doing much better, though.
It's very scary because the doctors don't know the long-term effects of this, so they don't know what the healing process is even supposed to be like.
Maddie still needs to use oxygen at night, but she doesn't need this.
After going through that, I would never touch a vape again.
Today, a number of retail stores have decided to stop selling vape products. This includes Walmart, Walgreens, and Kroger. This has been CNTV reporter December McCraw.
Each week we like to recognize a teacher who has gone above and beyond to educate their students. This week, we rightfully chose Mr. Wilkie.
Behind every successful student stands a strong, motivated teacher that is willing to push themselves and their students to be the best that they can be. This week, we take a look in the English department and spotlight Mr. Wilkie.
I teach junior and senior English, and this is my 6th year here at South Haven High School. I always enjoyed stories. They were always what drew me to the subject, all the different things that could happen and all the different ways where stuff didn't always end the way it was supposed to.
Along with teaching English, he also sponsors National Honor Society.
This is my 3rd year over National Honor Society, and I wanted to work with kids that were smarter than I am. I wanted kids that would be able to be pushed to do more than just academics. I wanted to get out in the community and use those kids to help build up the reputation of the school.
In his teaching experience, not only has he made an impact on students, but students have also made an impact on him.
Every one of my kids has impacted me in some way. I've enjoyed learning from them as much as they've learned from me.
Let your creative juices flow on your next English assignment. Maybe read a book or two. This has been your CNTV reporter, Asia Taylor. Now back to your news.
Our Chargers have been doing amazing things. Here's Joshua Osmer with your CNTV Sports.
Last week, our Chargers football team went to DeSoto Central to take on the Jaguars. DeSoto Central won this close game with a score of 31-28. We do have another football game tonight against the Horn Lake Eagles. Tonight is senior night, which honors the senior players of our sports teams. So we're saying thank you and goodbye to our football, band, cheer, and dance seniors at tonight's game. Since this is their last home game, the seniors will have to say farewell to their home fans. Many senior players have given it their all this season and plan to go out with a bang.
It was fun being out there with my brothers and just having fun all season. Even though our record didn't go as planned, like I still had fun this season.
It's been great. We got 3rd in state, and I'm very proud of my people because this is the first time we done got 3rd in 5 years. And guard placed 2nd in the state, and I'm very proud of my girls.
Sports season's real good. We've been going strong, make sure we support our football team, so yeah.
Boys and girls soccer teams kicked off the season by traveling to North Rankin High School for a jamboree. The boys lost 3-0 and the girls lost 6-1. The boys and girls varsity basketball teams played on Tuesday against Lake Cormorant. Both our boys and girls started out this season with wins. The girls won 53-26, with the lead scorers being India Jeffries with 15 points, Ari Winston with 14 points, and Brianna Owens with 10 points. The boys won 51-50, with the leading scorers being Morgan with 18 points, Darius Naylor with 11 points, and Isaiah Regular with 10 blocks. Nice work. Be sure to let all senior players and our coaches know that they've done a good job this season. This has been CNTV Sportscaster Joshua Osman.
Want to know how it's going to look this weekend? Here's Elizabeth Preuss with your weekend weather forecast.
Hey Chargers, it's time for your weekend weather forecast. Friday we'll have a cold front with a low of 27 degrees, but by the end of the day, we'll have a high of 45. Saturday we'll have a low of 39 degrees with a high of 54. Sunday will warm up a bit with a low of 43 degrees and a high of 63. There will be plenty of sunshine this weekend, so make sure and enjoy the nice weather.
That's all for this week. This has been CNTV anchor Joshua Britt. Have a great weekend and go Chargers.